game 4 because I'm not going to miss any of the game. Viper is here in the yellow. In the blue, we have Mr. Yo, and this is going to be awesome. Awesome. So Viper won the first 2 games, and don't worry, I fixed the overlay, guys. We're good. Viper won the first 2 games in convincing fashion. I don't want to do Arabia for every series, right? But I have to have 2 in there, and I figured I'd get them out of the way rather quickly. So game 1 was Huns Arabia, Viper won. Game 2 was Meatballs, Goths, Viper won. Now we have game 3. Now all 7 games are played, so it's not a best of 7. This is going to be exciting stuff. Celts I really like to see. And another Civ we could see Man-at-Arms with. Let's take a look at the maps. Yo on the left-hand side has the forest trees there. And that's a good wood line for him. He could even sneak around behind if he wanted to be a little bit more secure. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the donation. But Yo's going to need your energy at this rate. He's been struggling a little bit. There's a wood line on the back for Yo as well, and wood line on the right. So certainly, wood line's something you need as Celts, and
carry on,
that's something
bro.
he has a lot of. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the donations. The one struggle for Yo is going to be the golds again. He has forward golds. When you have forward golds with no wall mod, you need to secure them somehow, and you can't palisade wall in your villas. Now, this is a little bit different than the Huns War, because you can use house walls if you have to, and we did see outposts from Yo, but it wasn't successful before. Okay, so we'll take a look at Viper's map. He does have a wood line on the right-hand side, and it is in the back, and I do like this for Viper just because it's behind. We'll see which one Yo chooses, but there's a gold on the back for Viper. That's better. Stones on the back, but his other golds look to be forward. The one issue I think for Viper is there are some hills, and if we do see crossbows in the Castle Age, it'll be a struggle. But look at this! Viper map packs. Can we get a Viper map pack spam in the chat? Because he has 8 deer back here, in the back, next to his wood line. Like, how perfect... Can it be any more perfect than this? Come on, Viper. Share us your secrets. That's going to be good for him if he wants to go Man-at-Arms or something like that. He can't wall this off that easily, maybe with houses. Though it's going to be open. But it will be a good game. Viper, I think, has a more favorable map just because of the deer, which he's going to now. And he is utilizing his Viper map hacks. That's of course a joke, guys, so don't think that Viper is actually hacking. One person's always going to take it seriously and message me later on and be like, hey, can you send me the file to Viper's map hacks? Be like, no, sorry, I don't have a file. That was just a joke. There's a lot of people here, so someone might take that seriously, so I felt the need to clarify. But Yo's map is not really that bad at all. This is a good wood line for him. He can always house wall in, maybe build his barracks here. His gold's rather close to his TC, so... He's going to build his barracks on the front. Now, as Celts, let's talk a little bit about the metagame. We can see the standard drush, but normally, again, you would see that standard Dark Age drush when there are walls and you want to build up your economy.
Good luck to the players. Viper map hacks. Hi me.
Hi me? I'm pretty sure that was Jamie. I could barely see it on the other screen. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the support today. I don't know. I never know what else to say. Like, when you guys support me, I never know what else to say except thank you. So that's what I'll continue to say, regardless. But, back to what I was saying. The Dark Age drush is what you'll normally see, so the Dark Age, the drush, but only if you can wall up a bit and secure your economy. So I think we're going to see Man-at-Arms, if anything, into archers, but I can always be proven wrong. And with the house walls, you can always see something different. Oh my gosh, Yo is actually stealing Viper's boar, and this is really late. Viper's going to try and stop this. This is a long journey for Yo, and Yo is actually going to have to run back. That was a really good spot from Viper. And you know what? He's going to be able to collect this in a second. I think he was sending this villager out to collect that boar, and then the boar started running away. I like the fact that Yo was aggressive and tried to do that. but it wasn't good enough. Now, I'm curious, what is Yo up to? He has 3 militia already. He's going for the Fadrush. It's otherwise known as the Forever Drush. I'd like to think that I patented this, but really, I just do this when I lose a boar or something. Yo did not lose a boar, so I didn't miss that. But not sure why he's going for so many. It could catch Viper out because there's no walls. Viper has no barracks yet. I like this move from Yo. The Fadrush could work. He's going to send a 5th. And Viper's going to be like, oh man, there's 730 gold there, not 790. And Viper's still trying to house wall this. Maybe he was trying to build his barracks there. Viper has all these resources, and there we go. There's the quick wall from Viper. So this is good. He's going to have to wall this side, though. Yo's going to have to go around. He doesn't want to lose these units. And, oh, he's going to commit through the TC. Yo! Be careful. Oh! Woo! It hurts to see such things. Okay, luckily the scout took the damage. A little bit of a woo-woo there. Actually, half of that militia's gone, but... For now, Viper has had the time. He's on gold, so I think he is going to go with... Well, he's going to have to go with man-at-arms now. Viper's going to have to fight this with Bills at this rate. Bills and militia. He doesn't have the wood for range because he's built all these houses, so... If he was going to go archers, the plan has changed. You have to adapt at this level. And 1 militia for Viper. Man-at-arms not going to be worth it for him because he doesn't have the numbers. Yo's coming in. Yo has yet to do anything. Gonna find all these deer. He's gonna be like, what in the world? He's chasing these villagers downhill, still not gonna kill any. Viper, again, just needs to buy himself some time here. We saw this before in other games with other players many times. Viper might go man-at-arms now. He is, okay. And he still has villagers here, and he's just gonna run around. Just running around. Now, if I were Yo needs to be careful not to fight this. He has to expect Viper's gonna go man-at-arms the minute he sees the militia. I would go back if I were Yo. Go back, save your army, and wait to fight. But he's gonna have to go back a long way, so maybe he will engage this. I don't know. Because he still is not in the feudal age. Viper's going to get that upgrade now. Oh, and don't lose your scout, Yo. He's going to lose the scout. Oh, pretty good micro. He drew Viper away for a moment. He killed 1 man-at-arms. Yo's doing a good job in this engagement. He's idling Viper a bit. But yeah, he has to run away. The trouble is the scout's actually pretty good against the militia with that added attack and speed now. So, Yo... He harassed a little bit. He didn't do too much. Viper will probably transition to a range now. That's just my assumption. Viper's going to send that build back. Let's see what Yo does. Now, Yo, he went up later, so he actually has more villagers. Oh, Viper actually sent villagers forward for a range. I did not spot that. Did Yo spot that? No, he lost his scout, so he cannot... But, ooh... He sent 3 more militia forward. He's going to fight this. He's going to have man-at-arms. Isn't this interesting? Wow, I did not expect this, and I don't think Viper did either. Because Viper, he has this range on the front, and I love it when this happens. I love it when this happens, because Viper's gone forward. He has nothing to defend from 6 man-at-arms. He has to make his own man-at-arms now. So, it's like there's 2 different fights at once. And there's only 2 players, so... They're both going to have to be paying attention. Viper's going to need help. He's sending 4 man-at-arms for 6. Of course, low HP man-at-arms for Yo. But I love this, and there's no walls. Normally a player would just wall up, but they can't do that in the T90 series. Alright, well, man-at-arms coming in. Full HP for Viper for the most part. Archers here, 2 ranges from Yo. Oh man, does he need a wall there. He needs to build a tower or an outpost just there to block that up. Here comes the engagement. Viper knows he needs to fight with Vils for now. Actually... There's a 1 HP man-at-arms for Yo. I think he knows he's on the back foot there. Gonna go back. I didn't realize how bad it was. Maybe he took an engagement, but he has 1 on 9 HP and 1 on 1 HP, so it's actually not good for him. Viper is probably aware of that as well from clicking units. Now, Yo has 3 archers in a second. Viper's already on 5. He's getting fletching. No fletching for Yo. Yo has not spotted this yet. He's just not spotting it. He needs a tower immediately. Immediately he needs a tower because Viper's going for a tower as well. He's going for the tower. Now, Viper could go in. He's going in. Yo could maybe wall Viper away for a moment and go into skirms. And he is going into skirms. I think this tower will go up for Yo. And Yo is going to try and stop Vipers for now. Yo is going to lose 1 vill, and that's it. Okay. And he's going to garrison his tower. Viper has lost 1 as well. And 2, actually. Okay. So, not the end of the world for Yo, actually. Not the end of the world at all. His man-at-arms are coming back. Where's Viper's at? Viper's still back at home. Okay, so this could change things. Viper could lose his tower. Skirms obviously can counter archers. Yo has fletching now. This is still pretty bad for Yo, but he could still easily fight this one back once the man-at-arms come in. But he has to coordinate an attack with his other units. Viper's gonna have to run away with his archers. He's trying to run away to the right. Probably a pathing issue. He's lost 2 archers, so those units are gonna go down. In come the man-at-arms. I think Yo's gonna get his gold back, guys. And this is really good for him. Viper's probably gonna send his man-at-arms forward. Viper didn't know where Yo was. He was expecting the man-at-arms to come in on the right. And he had to play it safe. If you look at the Vill count, Yo is 2 behind. He's actually walling off on the left, so Viper's not going to be able to escape. Yo is in a decent position, I think, to be able to hang in this game. Viper could lose a villager there. Has lost a villager. And probably going to lose this one as well to just the skirmishers and this 1 archer. The tower's gone down. Keep in mind, Viper has everything on the front, so if Yo does launch a counterattack at some point, Viper, it's going to be difficult for Viper to send units back. And Viper could even lose these ranges as well. Really good fight from Yo. Really good fight. He defended that one well. And if you remember, if you think back to game 1, he didn't go to stone early on. And this wasn't really early, but he's doing it now so he can build more towers. And I think towers are so important because you can't wall. Viper's going to be forced to make an engagement because the man-at-arms are attacking his archery range. I think Yo knows he needs to go back, and he probably will do so now. Both players have padded archer armor and fletching. Now, Yo's gone back to get deer. Keep in mind, Viper had 8 of them early on, so this is really impressive play from Yo. But if you look at the military count, Yo's only 5 behind. He's in a decent position. You know, he does have a tower on his gold. Viper doesn't have any towers back at home. But he is house walling a bit, and he does have some villagers on stone, so that's good. But that wood line could be harassed, and we might see a castle age upgrade at some point in this game. Keep in mind, we did not see that in the first game, which was Arabia. It's Celts, but we could always see scouts as well. We could always see more men-at-arms. Yo really wants to take out these ranges. Viper's lost 2 archers. He's fighting mainly skirmishers. Look at Yo pulling the man-at-arms away, focusing down the archers. This is good play from him. Viper cannot afford to lose these archery ranges, guys. He cannot afford to do it. This one's halfway down. I think he knows he's going to lose them or something. He's waiting for an engagement. It's so expensive to rebuild archery ranges. That one's going to go down at this rate. Mr. Yo is on top of it. Let's look at the resources. Viper's actually in the lead. Well, it's pretty close, but I think Viper got wheelbarrow first. Here's an engagement. Still paying attention to it. Viper's coming over. Going to try and focus down the man-at-arms. And Viper's sending out his man-at-arms, and he's sending them into archers. This is the engagement Viper needs to try and save his archery range. He's running in. He's using his man-at-arms against the skirms. Very interesting fight, because everything's so important. Even that one man-at-arm. That archery range is at 371 HP. If you're just a casual player, which I assume most of you are, you would never think one archery range at 371 HP is so important. But it is, guys. It is so important. And Yo is close to clicking up to the Castle Age. We'll probably see some Mangonels in the Castle Age, and it will change things. Like I said, the forward has to work. Both players clicked up the Castle Age at the same time! At the same time, are you kidding me? After all of that! After all of that! Just think back to what actually happened in this game. Like, what has happened in this game? Like, all the action, and they clicked up the castle lights at the same time. That's crazy. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Well, we're gonna see some fun fights. Viper's running away with his archers. Oh, man. So he's abandoned the archer ranges on the front. I assume Viper's gonna boom up a bit and go with the siege workshop. No, I lied. He's going with the stable, so he's gonna go knights. Sorry, I didn't mean to lie to you. Knights is a good move against skirms, but Yo is gonna add in crossbows, which is kind of the normal meta for Celts. Yo also has some more villagers, guys. He does have 3 more vills, so I think advantage Yo, and if you look at the resources, he also has more stone and wood, and he can build a siege workshop, monastery, TCs with all that. Viper has a lot of gold, though. So he might mark it, he might just use that. But he's losing these archers. And these poor deer have to witness
Now you deserve the
such
partnership.
violence.
01K2 viewers.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, guys. I'm still waiting for it. Still waiting for it. That archery range is down. Yo was waiting for that. He took the archery range down, and Yo should expect the knights. But Viper's... Oh, he's on 2 stables. Okay. He's on 2 stables. He's going for this TC. I think Viper's going to go aggressive. And the reason I say that is because he can't build a 3rd town center on this map. Safely, anyway. There's hills over here. You'd have to build it out here. It'd be pretty exposed. Viper knows that crossbows will be coming in. I'll probably move these farmers, or at least that guy will be moved to his death. But he already built a tower on that wood line, so Viper's kind of expecting it. A TC on the front from Yo. Well, that's kind of a ballsy town center, but that'll protect both golds. Chain barding from Viper on the knights. He's gonna have 4 of them. Yo's gonna micro these down, but with 4, it's gonna be kind of rough for Yo. He's gonna need to send more crossbows up. But Yo is going for a bigger boom for sure, I think. He has, yep. Another town center going up. Maybe even another shortly. And Yo has a lot of stone banked, so he might think about going into castle just to defend. Keep in mind, it's no wall mod, so all walls are houses. And I think Viper's gonna clean this one up with the amount of knights he has. Which is, it's bad for Yo, really is, but Yo's gonna run back to his TC and do as much as he can to keep these guys alive. And Viper's certainly gonna win that fight. And Viper's gonna push out here and put a TC up. I like this position, but it's still not pretty. But it does kind of block this choke point off, and Yo actually sees it with 1 skirmisher. A lot more crossbows coming out. Did I hear a university for Yo? No, I did not, but I will expect to see that. That way he can get ballistics and fight these knights. The knight choice from Viper was mainly to counter the skirmishers and try and get a quick early punch, but to be honest, it's not going to be good in the late game. The one thing that Viper could do is go for a siege workshop and go knights and mangonels. That's one thing that could work with Celts, but as he tries to do that, I don't know how well it's going to work. There's the siege workshop from Yo as well. Both players doing very similar things. You will see that Yo is still 3 villagers ahead. A very tight game. Now, if Yo puts a castle up here, that's going to be a perfect position for him, in my opinion. It's going to secure his 2 golds, and there you go. Man, it's like every time I say something, they do it right now. I'm feeling really good about myself. Viper likes to get the relics early, so he sent a monk out, and he may be playing the Tim way. I know he wouldn't like me to say that, but he might be playing like Tim and sending the monk out just to heal the knights first. It's always nice to see. I like how Viper has his blacksmith up here. Just chilling out. Did Yo get wheelbarrow? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did get it. We'll find out. Like, if we see it come in, obviously we know he didn't get it, but I'm pretty sure he did get it. But at this rate, Yo could click up to the Imperial Age shortly. Yo's gonna probably lose this skirm to the wolf, and if he does, I'll introduce you to what I know as the woo woo woo. Knights coming over to the left. Viper's not gonna be able to get in there. Yo will probably quick wall behind, but that's a lot of knights. Yo's gonna have to pay attention. This is so unimportant. It really is not important, but woo 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 woo! Get wrecked, yo! Oh man, if only I had my emotes. And the push coming out here, actually really good. Of course, I'm focusing on something unimportant, and something important happens. So many crossbows here. Yo picking off the Mangonel. Yo is just quick walling behind. But that's a lot of knights from Viper. That's a lot of knights. I don't think Yo should fight this one with crossbows. Another Mangonel might come out. I don't know about this. Oh gosh, does Yo see this? Viper sees it. He's pulling his knights away. Yo might have caught a glimpse of that Mangonel. And, oh, we could see an attack ground. Good split from Yo. He's going in. He's going to try and focus down the monks. Oh, man, Yo is a ballsy man. He's running away now. He split into it, but he's still running away. He's actually sending out a battering ram. I'm not sure why he didn't go after the blacksmith, but so many knights coming in from Viper. I think Yo ran forward here, and it was a big mistake to do so. Oh, and Viper with the trap. Look at this. Look at this. He's going to kill so many crossbows. He does not care if he goes underneath the castle for too long. Good play from Viper. He killed a lot of crossbows he normally would not have. If he would have just engaged the back of that army, it wouldn't have been near as good. So that was good. But Viper just building a castle, and Yo's advancing to the Imperial Age. 6 field difference, another castle for Yo, so he's probably going to go into Woad Raiders. The one thing I will say is that Viper's getting handcart early, so his economy might be a little bit stronger. Also, his military right now seems to be stronger. He has a lot of knights, which could maybe hold off the Woad Raiders. And Viper could stop the castle. Oh my gosh, he could stop the castle. And he realized this, and I think he's going to go for a castle in a more forward position himself. The Mangonel's here. Look how many villas are going down. This is unbelievable. I can't believe Yo let that happen. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look how many crossbows are going down. Look at the Vil count now. Viper's in the lead by 3. That is game-changing, guys. Game-changing. Castle now back here from Viper. He actually moved it back. Oh, man. Huge loss. And I don't think Yo's going to get that up. No, Yo, don't be stubborn. Don't be stubborn. He doesn't want to delete this, but Viper does not want to run away. And, oh, there's a Mangonel there, Yo. What are you doing, sir? Lost another villager. This is a problem for Mr. Yo because he needs to get Woad Raiders out now and upgrade them, but he doesn't have a castle up. Well, another castle up. He lost a lot of his economy. The normal meta in 1v1 is just to go immediately into Woads because you have a lot of eco. What's Viper doing? Is he going to build a tower? He's going to build a tower to try and help out. He's on his way to Imp as well. This tower is going to try and deny this stone. Basically, it's going to deny stone if Yo can't get this up because Yo's wasted like 300 stone. Yo's gonna send out the Mangonel. It's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. He might pick off Vipers. Nope. This is bad for Yo. It really is bad for him. I mean, like I said, he needs the castles. He would have had 3 already. He didn't need to build it this forward. There's nothing here, but he probably wanted that hill. But still, this is his time to shine. He's going for Trebs. You can just see the difference. If he would have had the economy for Woad Raiders, he would have been producing them, I think. And with the Knights from Viper, I mean, he could even go into Cavalier if he wanted to. He's not going to because he doesn't have many Knights left. But Viper utilized his Knights and, in my opinion, his stronger economy because he got Wheelbarrow and Handcart rather early. But normally, in Celt Wars, let's say there's no Knights, then it's just like Trebs and Woad Raiders. And Woad Raiders are so tanky once you get all the upgrades that you will normally see the Trebs go down pretty fast. You're not going to see Rams like you would in a non-mirrored matchup with Celts involved. And you're going to see players going for relics too. Yo actually has 3. Viper only has 1, so that's something to point out. Looks like that tower is going to be bashed down. Viper has gone into 3 mangonels behind his castle. He has another castle going up. Viper still seems to be in the back foot now. Now that I look at the castle count. I think Yo is going to go for another one. He's going to try and secure the other areas of the map. But Viper has a lot of resources. He can get Elite Woad as well, but I did notice that Yo's already completed that. I didn't point it out to you guys. So, Elite Woad Rider from Yo. He's doing a good job, and he does have 1 trebuchet, but I like the choice to not make many not make many trebs right now, because he knows he has an advantage, so maybe running out and getting that map control is the best thing. But speaking of, look at this Viper again! He knows that Yo would go to this hill. He knew it! He knew it! He predicted it! Both players thinking the same thing. These guys are so good that they're thinking the same thing all the time. How many times do I have to say that every game? And Viper sending over the Mangonels and his own Woad Raiders. He's going to try and stop that castle. This is going to be fun to watch. There's 4 vills already here from Yo. It's at 65%. He's sending 4 more. Viper's probably going to try and focus down the vills. He's not going to be successful. He's sending his units back now, so good thought from Viper, but not going to be enough. That hill's going to be important. 2 markets from Yo to wall that off. I'm guessing that Viper was trying to run in. I was missing that. But a lot of Woad Riders. And these guys are so hard to follow. Like, they're so fast. And Yo's probably going to go for another castle. And look behind Yo's castles. Gold, stone. This is important stuff. Viper actually has a gold over here. Does Yo see that? Has he scouted it? Yes, he has. Might be pushing over there shortly. I see guilds coming in from Yo, so he might be selling some resources early as well. Yo is playing the late game. He's down 2-0 versus the Viper. And like I said at the start of the series, he definitely wants to prove his worth versus Viper, because, you know, he won the Arabia Invitational, and, you know, people really didn't think much of it. If Viper would have won that, everybody would have gone crazy. All the fanboys would have went wild. Yo was second to Viper in the WSVG tournament, so I think that Yo definitely deserves some praise, and he probably thinks that as well. And here comes a big fight. Yo has more upgrades, but Viper, well, actually choosing to go back. He doesn't want to repair that castle all day, but he probably saw the upgrades. Look at this. Both players with castles here. I missed that. Unbelievable stuff. Now, Viper does have fletching on his castle, which will help out with that engagement beneath it. I did notice that Yo ran in and picked off all 3 mangonels Viper had. On the left, we're going to see stuff going on. Look at this. Yo is actually walling Viper out of this gold. All this is going on at once. Viper realizing that Woad Raiders are running in on his TC. Yo is everywhere, but I think the main engagement's more important because there's 2 castles and a main gold here for Yo, and it's just a big patrol here. Who can patrol better? There's a hill for Yo. I think Yo is actually... Oh, it's so hard to call. So hard to call. They have to send more Woad Raiders in. Who is winning this fight? I want to say Yo. I want to say Yo has the favorable engagement here, and I think I'm right on that. And there's the GG. Yo is taking game 3. Oh my gosh. Well played from Yo. Well played. And I think the Fadrush in the beginning really caught Viper off guard, and I want to credit Yo. I want to credit him for the defense around his gold. That was well played. That was really well played, because I thought Viper had a huge advantage. Viper had more archers, and, you know, he was putting a tower up first, and Yo still defended it. He transitioned into skirmishers right away, and somehow he still pushed Viper back. That was well played, and I just love to see players fighting for the same spots on the map. Like, they just have such good map awareness. It was awesome. Like what Yo was doing with Long Viper out and the castles and the raiding was just perfect. And that's game 3, guys. Quick glance at the achievements, because I have to get into the game 4 and the voting for you. You'll see the resources collected and all of that. Yo was slightly in the lead, but I think it was just the better plays. Wasn't a huge difference in that game, really.